All right, family. So I am here today bringing you another strategy you can use to be profitable with binary options or high frequency. And I am Master Academy. My name is Darren Jackson. I come to you all from Atlanta, Georgia, and let's get into it. So this particular tool is called Liberty. When you log into Liberty, it's going to look just like this. It's going to give you a basic candle chart. And if you want to go over the anatomy of a candle, go to my other video, what is HFX? I go over that in depth for you. So when you pull this particular tool up, when you log in via I Am Master Academy, you're going to go to the top left-hand corner. You can go to Strategies. Now, when you go to Strategies, it's going to give you Simple Scalper, which we went over in my last video. And then today we're going to go over Pickpocket. So you'll click on Pickpocket, and it's going to pull it up. So it's going to look like this. And with this one, let's go over some of the things you're looking at. So you're looking at the moving average line. The EMA is a 200-point EMA. And then you have the super trend line. So this burgundy and green line is a super trend line. And then you have the fractals. So the triangles are fractals. And that is pretty much what you're going to get. Now you also get where it will call out a potential trade setup for you that you can take advantage of. Or you can use a couple of different strategies to take advantage of the Pickpocket strategy as a whole. So for example, if the market is above the green line, the super trend line, then I am going to be looking for calls, which are going to be a buy or the green button, right? And then you just, simple as that. Whatever strategy you want to use for your entries, you can utilize that. But if it's above the green line, then look for a call. You're going to be favoring calls. One technique you can use is when it crosses the super trend. So as you see here, the particular pair, Euro USD or EU, crossed up here. It crossed the super trend line. So I would have got in here for 3 minutes. Now, I know this is a 5-minute chart, and if you follow some of my other videos, you would know that if you're on a 5-minute chart, you're gonna get in for 15 minutes. But when it crosses right here, that is the one time you will get in for 3 minutes. So get in for 3 minutes. This is a 5-minute chart, and that's a successful trade. So market closed up here, you got in down here, even if you got in a little late. Let's say you got in right around here. Still, long as it's at least 3 minutes left on the candle, which you can see what time left on the candle. If you go right click, hit countdown, it's going to give you the countdown to the time left on the candle. Long as it's more than 3 minutes, you can go ahead and get in. If it's less than 3 minutes, I wouldn't get in, me personally. So that's one strategy you can use, is when it crosses the super trend line. So you see it does that a couple times. Crosses here, crosses down, crosses here, cross here up, cross down here, cross up, cross down, cross up. So it crosses up and crosses the super trend line a number of times. So it will give you a number of opportunities if you just want to simply take the crosses, right? Now, another option you can do is look at structure. So are the fractals. So the fractal, what this is telling you is that this is a point of resistance. So the market, this was the highest that the market had hit. It respected and went the other way. So you can use that as well to enter into a trade. For example, right here, price is above the super trend line. So I'm only going to be looking for calls, right? So this fractal point, or this point of resistance, was right here. I could wait for the confirmation, which is this candle to close. I could have got in here, got in on this candle, 5, 10, 15, price closed here. So I'll show you exactly where I'm looking. As you guys know, I like to use purple, root to the brush. Boom, right there. So fractal point being major support or resistance, waited for a confirmation candle. Even if you waited, if you wanted to get in, you could have, because it's above the super trend line, it's above the moving average. So get in for a call. You could have got in immediately on this candle, or you could have waited for the confirmation candle. So let's say we waited. You had this fractal point, you had a confirmation candle, you got in right here, all right? So you got in, this is a 5-minute chart, so you got in for 15 minutes. So you got in on this candle here. I'll actually give you another one, show you exactly where I'm at. So you got in on this candle, right? So you got on this candle here. So the entry price would have been somewhere around 1.19118. So if you look on the left side of your screen, the gray number, 19118. Right? So that's the price you would have been looking for, right? The entry price. Got in there, stayed in the trade 5 minutes, 5, 10, 15. Price closes at 19149. That's a successful trade. So that's a simple way of using the pickpocket strategy. That's one way of using it. So let's look for a sell. So we had a cross down here. You got in on this candle for 3 minutes, stayed in that trade. Even if you got in a little late and it moved over to the next trade, if you got in above 19068 for a put, that was a successful trade. All right, so let's look for a call. Right here. So we got a fractal point, right? Which means major point of resistance, right? So let's say you waited on the confirmation candle, right? Even if you waited for the confirmation candle and you got in, let's say you got in here, right? So you got in here. You got in with that candle opened up, right? 19056, you look to the right of your screen, you got in there, right? Market went up a little bit, so that's 5 minutes. Then market came back down, 10 minutes, and then the market dropped. 15-minute trade, market closed down here. You cleared that trade. Show you where I'm at. Boom, right there. So you got in on the blue candle. No, I'm sorry, you got in on the red candle. So got in on the red candle, stayed in the 15 minutes, market closed down here. So you got in at 19054 and the market closed at 19030. Successful trade. And you just utilize the strategy, the pickpocket strategy. Now, when do you use pickpocket? Pickpocket is good when there is momentum in the market, when the market is trending. As you can see, there's good trends here. There's a lot of movement. It's a nice, strong uptrend here. Retracement comes up, retests, retrace, and then continues to move up. And then the trend reverses, hits three major points of resistance here. If you look how long those wicks are, 3 major points of resistance, and then the market turns around and a strong downtrend. So pickpocket is good to use during the trending market. And those are a couple strategies, a couple ways you can take trades from pickpocket. So when it crosses the super trend, when it's above the super trend, you're looking for calls. When it's below the super trend, you're looking for puts. And then you can use a particular strategy that you like from that, whether it's going off of the fractals, whether it's looking at structure, whether you're looking at the retracement, or whatever confirmations you are looking for. Currency strength index is another one you can use during this, as well as an additional source of confirmation. But it's a good strategy to use. It's simplistic, it's clean. It's not a lot of indicators. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. My Instagram and other ways you can contact me will be in the description below this video. Once again, I love you all. I want to see you all on the other side of success. If you're ready to get started with generational wealth with myself, we have the systems in place for you to be successful. We have the systems that will allow you to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve, whatever level of success you want to achieve from this opportunity, you can do so. So I look to see you all on the other side of money. Take care, and until next time.